Welcome to yet another Gamereactor live show. Today we are going to be very nostalgic. We're going to take a look at the launch titles for PlayStation 3. Actually, I think it was released in 2006.
I think 6 in the
Yeah.
US and 7 in Europe,
Europe,
and we're
yes.
taking a look at the European launch titles.
That's
So
true.
some of these might not have been out in the US when it launched.
And it's
there.
quite amazing. I mean, everybody's focused on next gen, but we went to the local GameStop, thanks by the way, and got a lot of the launch titles, and basically a title cost about the price of a Happy Meal now. So,
Yeah.
so it's a good way to stock up if you want something cheap and some of the first good games actually on the console. I think the PlayStation 3 had some good launch titles, not fantastic launch titles, but I think it's the same with this generation really.
And that's kind of why we're doing it. We talked about that it's fun to see. We're very excited for next gen now. So it's gonna be, when we take a look at Killzone now, when we then look back at the launch titles for PS3, how much better the PlayStation 3 games got. Imagine how much better the PlayStation 4 games are going to be later. So that's kind of why we decided to do this. And as you said,
I think
nostalgia
a
as
lot
well.
of people are sort of expecting, to be blown away of next gen. But you weren't really that when the PS3 came out as well. I mean, you were looking at it and you're thinking, wow, this is great. It's got so much potential. But I think most people are forgetting that the launch titles weren't that amazing. They were good.
I think it's that thing when you get it at first, you're like, this is amazing. And then when you look back, you're like, okay,
Yes,
maybe it wasn't
exactly.
that amazing.
I think
but
people
let's,
are trying to...
I'm just going to start up the game now.
Sure. First one
we're going to take a look at is Resistance Fall of Man by Insomniac Games. We played Ratchet and Clank the other day, same developer. And it kind of has the same theme with the guns. A lot of fun guns to use in this one.
That's true. Weapons has always been amazing in their games.
Yeah. And we're going to jump into the campaign and medium. No inverted for me. And that's the first game we're going to try. We have a whole stack of games here, and as you said, the local GameStop were kind enough to let us borrow the launch games. And they had pretty much every one of the launch games, so we have a good stack of games here.
But its effects
We'll
were
go through
devastating and swift.
let us know in the chat if there's
In the
a game you
1930s,
wanna
reports of
see. We're of
biological
course have an idea of
experiments began in Russia.
trying some of them, and
Then
we'll
reports
see
of
how many we have
villages
time for.
destroyed overnight. Then entire cities. We feared the Russians had developed a
Have you
weapon
played
of
through the different
unparalleled power.
Resistance games?
The truth was far
Yes, I
worse.
have. And I did the basically I did the review of the PSP game Retribution
Yeah.
and the PS
Actually
Vita
never played
game.
that.
I really enjoyed the PSP game. I think it's amazing, especially now that you can actually use the second analog stick
And
as
if you
a
play on the
camera. If
Yeah.
you use it on the Vita. And I think that was one of the problems with the original PSP game.
Yeah, for sure.
But now it works, and I really love that game. Burning Skies for the PS Vita
Not so good.
was middle shovelware.
Yeah.
I didn't like it at all, and I think I gave it a very kind 5 out of 10. So that's nothing compared to the real games. I enjoyed the third one. I was actually asking Rasmus earlier on if I did the review of that one because I remember the whole game.
Yeah.
And usually I play the games when I need to review them.
Yeah.
But actually I played this just because I enjoyed it.
I remember playing this, and I only played this way back when the PlayStation 3 came out. So I don't know if it was as good as I remember. I remember having a lot of fun with that. Then being a little bit disappointed with Resistance 2, that felt a little bit different. But then absolutely loving Resistance 3, and I think that's really an underrated game, an underrated shooter in general.
Exactly. Yes, that's how I feel
So
as
much
well.
fun.
I just felt the setting and everything. It was really exciting, and I love that whole doomsday feeling it had, that vibe.
And you cared about the characters and everything. Unlike, I mean, I'm a big Call of Duty guy, but I don't really care about most of the characters in those games. Where I actually cared about the story and just the different guns are so fun to use.
Yeah.
And then it's kind of funny. I think it's the guy. Spoilers for Resistance. The guy who shoots the hero of Resistance 2 at the end like the main guy in Resistance 2 dies at the end, you're playing as that guy in Resistance 3.
That's true. Yeah.
That's kind of fun. All right, we're going through a long cutscene here. But the basic story of Resistance is there's these. All of a sudden, I think it's that they like come up from the ground or something. There's all of a sudden alien invasion anyway, and the first one is set in the UK. Can you show the games, Lee, while I?
Yeah, do you want to go through all of the games and people can ask in the chat if there's anything? Which camera do I need?
Go hip hop cam.
Hip hop cam.
So
these are basically the games we've got. This is the one we're playing now, Resistance Fall of Man. We've got Motorstorm.
I really want to play that as well.
Call of Duty 3, of course.
Gotta play that.
Genji, Days of the Blade.
That is the one, if you remember, from the infamous, not infamous, but the infamous press conference from 2003 E3. That's the one where they went, giant enemy crab. That's based on like, oh, it's real Japanese history,
yes.
And here's a giant enemy crab.
Exactly,
that's
I
that
remember
one.
that, yeah. Blazing Angels.
Second World War fighter plane game, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Virtua Fighter 5, the old Sega classic. Tony Hawk's Project 8. And, of course, Ridge Racer 7.
The other famous game from the conference,
Yeah,
Ridge Racer.
I think that's the one I was looking forward to seeing, actually. But
It's Ridge Racer, everyone.
so, these are the games, and if you want to see something, just give us a shout in the chat.
Yeah, of course, we have to decide. We have 2 hours. We stream every day from 4 till 6. So we could try to get through all of them, and then it'll be like short periods of each game, or we
Sure.
could focus more on individual games. Oh,
I think if we're
not
having
paying
an
attention at all.
absolute blast with one of the games, we'll probably stay on a bit longer.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think we should try and go through all of them.
I was just sleeping now and didn't see I was supposed to press start to start the level. So you're welcome.
But luckily the aliens were waiting.
Yeah.
So, patient guys.
All right, let's see here. All right. Whoa.
I remember the first time seeing this, I thought it was crazy with, and that's a bit.
Oh, yeah,
It feels like
shoot on the
Killzone
second.
Shadowfall, because you're seeing all these paper things
Yeah.
flying around, and you've got that enemy or the allied aircraft and stuff like that, and you feel like, wow, so much is happening. This is truly next gen.
Yeah.
And now you see it, and it's just like, wow.
This
It's
is
okay.
so weird. Being used to, I think a lot of shooters today like really have taken the Call of Duty way of controlling.
Yeah.
And where you usually aim down the sights on the left, L1 here, left trigger on Xbox. Here you actually have the secondary fire, which I used all of now because I tried to aim down the sights. So you have on all the guns you have two fires, primary and
motor
secondary.
fire.
Yeah. Oh, that was my friends. And
Not anymore.
no, they were dying anyway. But so you have the primary and the secondary fire, and then I actually press the stick to aim down the sights. This is so bizarre. I think they actually changed that a little bit for the later games. At least
It's a bit strange
Resistance 3.
sitting here looking at this. I mean, it looks nice, but it looks a bit like an iPad game when you're looking at it now.
That's the
So
thing.
like, wow, flat textures and
They've really managed to push the hardware from since this.
yeah. But still,
Look how he runs.
Yes. At least they're all running like that. So.
Clone.
But still, I kind of like the setting, the old cars and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Feels nice compared to, I mean, when you combine it with a sci-fi setting, I think it's really nice this way.
But actually, I think maybe it's time for. Do you think it's time for Call of Duty to go back and do a World War II shooter? It seems every shooter now is like.
That's true.
Future
Everyone is near future,
Yeah,
and
I keep shooting my friends. Or like present day, at least modern day shooter.
but then again, we're getting so used to all these items and gear from these games that when you get a game like Medal of Honor,
Yeah.
you're kind of that's okay. But well, that lacked in other.
Yeah,
regards as
that
well, but
wasn't
still.
really the problem with that game. That was more that it was just not good, right?
I think it was decent, but
Yeah, that's the thing actually, and I think it's the same with Resistance and the Call of Duty Vita game. That I think there weren't good games, but it's like all of a sudden when it's not good, then people always like have to be like, oh, it's the worst game of all time and it's
Exactly.
terrible and all. And I don't think any of those games were that bad.
But that's the whole bloated review score system.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, what? It's not getting a 9? Damn it! Then it's not good anymore.
Yeah, where did he go? And I'm out of bullets. Okay, what do I do now? I don't have anything. Can I like melee him? Oh shit, that was grenade. Ah!
Nice butt shot. I don't want to die like this.
I took him out. See, that's the kind of soldier I am. When I die, they die too. Alright, I guess I need to save ammo a little bit. Isn't anybody complaining about my skill yet?
Someone is writing Motorstorm had mind-blowing bad.
I remember
Let's see
seeing
about that.
I remember actually before the PlayStation came out, that was one of the games that I saw it like when they had those demo stands, and I was like, whoa!
Mm-hmm.
And it'll be fun to see if that is still like just decent looking when we've got like some of the newer games. Oh. I'm so afraid of used bullets because I'm gonna run out.
Yeah, someone was saying you really can see the difference in animations from the first game compared to the third.
Yeah, look at this.
Yes.
This looks like it's like two.
Yes.
There's like there's nothing in between. There's like the
that's
hit
that's
and the
a flash
not-
animation going like.
Why can't I pick up their guns?
Just need to see if my iPad's watch is actually the same, because then we have spent we have spent 15 minutes on this game, so maybe we should move on actually.
Oh, already?
Yes, we're just getting started, but yeah. Well, let's give it
Alright,
a few more minutes.
Yeah, give me like
just
2
to-
minutes to. Alright,
Yeah,
should we
well.
just move on? What do people in
Let's
the
do
chat
that.
say?
Been a lot.
Alright, let's
People are
do
saying,
Motorstorm.
which Razor Let's Power Slide? Call of Duty. Well, I think we should take Call of Duty just to see. I mean, it's another shooter, and we have a chance to.
Should we
to see how
go
they
straight to
compare.
Call of Duty right away then, or?
Yeah, shouldn't we?
Yeah, and then do the 2 racing games.
Then we
after,
can
maybe?
kind of compare.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do we have the cover for? I better take good care of these. Alright, so
And-
Call of Duty
And I think we'll head for Motorstorm after that, and
and Ridge Racer.
yeah. Nah, let's save these for a bit later.
Yeah. Want to do the giant enemy crab? Maybe?
Yeah, the giant enemy crab. I can't remember that game at all, but
No,
I
don't remember
that,
the game
that
at all,
quote.
and I don't think I've ever played it. But I just remember that press conference. It was so funny. Like, oh, it's built on like real Japanese history, and we're recreating these famous battles. And here's a giant enemy crab. It was so funny. And it was the same where they were like, and by the way, the PlayStation 3 is $599.
Yes.
Great E3 conference.
I just remembered SingStar must have been a launch title as well.
It was.
You know,
I'm sure maybe launch
every day
window.
in this stream, I'll try to get you to sing together with me.
Yeah. We'll see. One day.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
and the thing actually talking about, we did the Xbox launch, Xbox 360 launch. We played Call of Duty 2, developed by Infinity Ward.
yes.
Now we're on Call of Duty 3, developed by Treyarch. So from this point on, they started doing the whole thing. We're doing every other game and every other year. So after this came I think the Call of Duty that really is
The Modern Warfare.
Yeah, the Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare that
One
really
I still
changed
love.
things. A lot of people's favorite games, or like favorite Call of Duty at least. I know like most pro Call of Duty players started on Modern Warfare as well. And then you had Call of Duty 5, World at War by Treyarch, and that's how it is now. Single player again. It would be fun. I will say, if anybody in the chat has Call of Duty 3 and is up for multiplayer game, let us know now, and then maybe we could do that.
Oh yeah, of course. So yeah, if any of you guys are sitting there with Call of Duty
Or
3
with like
and want to
Motorstorm,
fight us a bit,
Motorstorm as well. If
or
you have
Motorstorm, yeah, let us know in the chat, and we could go for a quick multiplayer game.
or actually just if when we play, most of the time we'll play these games, we'll be using our Gamereactor Live PSN ID. So if you can also just add us on PSN Gamereactor Live, and it should pop up. We'll get a little bit of attention for your PSN ID. Alright, let's see if I can skip through this. We're gonna spend
Really,
like
you want to skip through?
No,
this?
but it's like if
I
we
remember
only have
seeing
like
this
10
and thinking, wow, it's like real images,
It
and
is.
it's so.
But if we have like 10,
feeling
15
you
minutes
get
for
here.
each game, and we use the first 8 for like a cutscene.
That's true, but look at this. It's the Clone Wars. That's amazing.
Yeah, I that's totally what you were stealing from. It's gonna be interesting now. I'm really interested actually in seeing how the controls work. If this was what is now the classic Call of Duty controls. All right, let's get to the game. Loading. And when we played Call of Duty 2, I think that was it seemed like quite a good game from what we played. So I'm interested to see if this. I think there was one of these Call of Duties that were not good.
The Treyarch ones, or
Maybe I don't know.
but wasn't that
I
people
think-
going like, "Hey,
no, but I
they
think
can't
World
do
of War was
it," you
good.
know, they
I
will
think
never
Treyarch
get
games
there.
are good. I just remember that there's, and I don't remember if it was the Treyarch or an Infinity Ward game, but one of these 2 or 3 was not very good. Where I think later, in general, I like the Call of Duty games. I think they're all pretty good. Maybe it was this one, the first Treyarch games, where they had to.
I kind of spent so much time on Modern Warfare, and when I finally got the other games, I couldn't, I couldn't get started again.
No.
Just felt like, well, no, I'm not going to start from scratch and learn everything again.
I also think, I mean, Call of Duty is Call of Duty, but I could totally, maybe it's just, if you play it a lot, but I can totally tell the difference between a Treyarch and an Infinity Ward game. Okay, I need to shoot those.
So what if you melee with your gun now? Wow, it's actually got a few more points of animation.
And this is definitely different than Call of Duty 2 that we played before, where it had very snap-on target. I'm just gonna see if I can change to tactical, which I usually play when I play Call of Duty. Do we see any tactical here? Tilt, horizontal, crosshairs, friendly attacks. No, so no tactical for me. All right, what do I need to do now? Did he say what I need to do? Again, the thing is, we can't hear what they're saying. Do we have subtitles on?
Keep watching me.
Pick up a grenade. Okay. Where do I pick up
See
a
if you can
grenade
get
there?
one in the old barn over there.
Throw a grenade. Alright, let's see here. That was too short, right?
Yeah.
Go for another one. Oh. Okay, you can cook the grenade. I'm gonna cook it.
What the hell?
Gonna go for the door instead.
We agree that you actually threw it in almost another direction.
Yeah,
that
it bounced
exploded
off the... Bounced off the...
the
wall.
grass.
Was that too short? Oh, that was good. Pick up smoke grenade, okay. This is totally like Call of Duty yesterday though, like you have the tacticals and the lethals and everything. I just need my alright. Let's see.
So what do you think? It's mainly in the animations that we can see it's an older game, don't you think?
Yeah, but it feels very... it feels pretty smooth. I like it. But I mean, it's really...
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking, and grass and explosions and some of the effects are pretty nice, but it just looks like
it's
it's
definitely-
the
I mean,
animations, you know.
If you look, I've been playing Ghost a lot recently, and if you compare this, I mean,
Oh, yes.
it looks better on next gen, of course, on PS4 and Xbox One, but this is like the same machine that I'm playing Ghost on at home. That's crazy. I am standing up. Okay, grab a thumb. What? Okay, I can I can do. That's kind of fucked up.
So that's when they got the.
yeah.
We need to use the motion stuff in our
do you remember
controller.
Lair? Where the patch in the.
Oh yeah.
All right, what do I do now? The only game I actually remember where it kind of worked with all that motion stuff was Flower. You remember, like
yes.
that was kind of
true.
cool.
That's actually if I should have picked a couple of games, it would probably have been, since it's not launch titles, but of course someone mentioned the Ratchet and Clank games.
Yeah.
I'll probably pick those for the very naughty references in their titles, like Tools of Destruction and All for One and stuff like that. But Flower is amazing.
And that's, if you've bought it on PSN, on PS3, you get it for free on PS4.
Yeah.
That is pretty cool.
Yeah, it is, indeed.
I can't wait. Have you seen that on PS4 yet?
No.
I can't wait for that. And the same, I mean, also, like, there's several of those games. Sound Shapes, if you have that, you have it both for PS3 and Vita, and now PS4.
Yes, that's quite
And
amazing.
I think I mentioned the other day, if you get a platinum in one, you just automatically unlock the trophies in the other games.
And you care about that.
Yeah, I care about
don't.
it. That is pretty good. It's one game when you get triple trophies. That's crazy.
Also, Linker in Shadows. I don't know
Yeah.
if anyone remembers that in the chat.
Good for trophies.
yeah, it is. But I think it was. I wouldn't say an amazing game, but it was such a strange experience because it's not really a game, but it's so soothing and strange and dark.
And it's kind of worth it because it's not very expensive.
No, that's true. But it's basically a 20-minute tech demo, but it costs like a burger or something.
Yeah. I feel with
and
those,
not even a good burger.
As long it's more, it's harder for me to try those when it's like a full price game.
Exactly.
It's like if it's cheap, I'm like, okay, I'll take a chance on that.
Yes.
All right, I want to shoot some people now.
And of course, talking about cheaper and short experiences, Journey.
Yeah.
Journey. Wow. I was playing that this weekend because I was saying goodbye to my PS3,
nice.
and I decided to play this, and it's still an amazing game.
That's really that has become the game that I show people that are not into games, like what games can do. And I've showed it to several people now. And that, and then usually I show a little bit of The Last of Us.
I've actually done it with Linker in Shadows as well.
Yeah.
Because it's got that, you're basically, to watch the movie, you're basically just pressing play.
Yeah.
But it's a different mechanic on the joypad. So you need to, either press L1 or shake it or do something to sort of get the movie to move forward.
Yeah.
And it really clicks with a lot of non-gaming people.
Yeah, and it's the same thing with Journey. It's so simple that people can. I mean, if you throw them into Call of Duty, I actually have done that to Call of Duty. Like, show them what is gameplay, show them Heavy Rain, show them Last of Us, show them Journey, and then be like, and this is Call of Duty Online, and then you just get that thing of just getting absolutely annihilated like every second. That's kind of the different things we have now.
Well, I think that's the problem, or the challenge if you want to get people who are not into gaming, that in the mainstream all they hear about are
Call of Duty,
the new Gran Turismo or Call of Duty, and I can understand why a lot of people don't find these games interesting at all.
No, that's like hearing about Transformers or the new Die Hard.
Yes,
and that's great, and I love that.
You should get into movies. You should get into music. They've got like Britney Spears and.
And I think I mean I love Call of Duty, but that's not all I'm playing.
Exactly.
I don't want to throw that.
Someone's saying this is much better than Ghosts.
That's the other thing now with Call of Duty. Everyone hates on the newest one either way.
Someone is asking if I had a PS3 or Xbox 360 for launch. I had a 360. Basically, it was so damn cheap, and
yeah, that was hard with this, that it was so expensive.
Yeah, I came. Well, there's a reason I didn't have these machines at launch, but I was living in Asia shortly after this, and then I started working in GameStop.
Yeah.
And that's basically where I got my first consoles again after having lived with a PS2 and a PS1 for 8 years. But I preferred for a long time actually the Xbox 360. I just felt like I loved games like Crackdown and the original Bomberman for that one.
You also really like Fable, didn't you?
Oh yes, yes.
Why am I not shooting him? It's not really... Oh, I can't reload that gun? Oh, it's a current, that's right. Yeah, I didn't buy a console until very late. I was very into... Which I'm still into making films and stuff, so I was like... I had a period of not really playing games. Bought a PS3 like 2009 or something, 2010. I was very late. But I'm kind of doing the same thing now. I'm like, there's plenty of PS3 games, current gen games I want to play, so I can wait a little bit. I'm trying at least.
Yeah.
And then playing them when there's more games for the new console, and it's a little bit cheaper.
Well, I think I mean the PS3 at launch, PS4 at launch is quite cheap. I mean it's
yeah,
not.
comparison. That was more the thing with PS3 that I
mean,
was
if,
like.
if you have a PS Plus as
super-
well, you're
yeah.
getting games like Resogun and Contrast,
Yeah.
and you're getting.
I'm not gonna wait that long this time, for sure. Last time I waited
yeah.
like 3 years. This is gonna be like, for sure when Infamous comes out, I'm getting a PS4.
Yeah, maybe you would.
But that's the thing, we talked about it the other day as well. Like, it's a good launch, there's some good games now, but there isn't really a lot coming out until Infamous for PS4 and Titanfall for Xbox One.
But again, I'm quite sure we're going to be surprised by a lot of the indie stuff.
What was that?
I have a feeling that's where we're going to. Oh my!
I don't want to see this as a GIF anywhere, by the way.
But I think we're going to see a lot of great experiences in the indie scene, and you can just
And
look
free-to-play games.
at Metacritic and stuff like that, and see that Resogun was one of the highest scoring games.
Yeah.
And I don't think they really expected that.
No, I think for sure of what I've tried, it's the best of the next gen games now.
Yeah,
me.
well, I know I'm about the only one in the world who actually likes a neck, but
Yeah.
I really enjoy that game, and I think it's got that whole old school platforming brawler Crash Bandicoot feeling.
Yeah. Thanks
Jiggle,
for going
jiggle,
full screen on this
jiggle.
story. Thank you. Maybe I'm just not good enough at this.
Or maybe you're not really feeling it, you know.
I'm definitely feeling this. I'm almost getting sweaty now. What is this? Why is he not? Okay, finish.
Oh yes.
Oh, that was my friends. Okay, good.
Yes, I'm getting a PS4 for launch.
What? Now I'm stuck. I managed to jump in where I'm not supposed to be. That's great. Pick out the targets. Okay, press and hold.
Yeah, Moman is saying I don't think any of the launch titles for the PS4 pushing me toward buying the consoles. No, I can understand that, and I definitely wouldn't be buying it for that. I think I'm
It's getting the new tech.
getting
and
it
all,
for the fun of new hardware, and because I actually like the PSN store this time around. I think it's fast and it's easy to navigate. It's not perfect, but it's much better than the dreadful one on the PS3. And
I will say it's not like I don't want it. I'm trying to be sensible here, and it was not an easy thing to not buy a PS4 right now.
but at least you're getting it so much cheaper than
Yeah.
when the PS3 was launched. That was crazy.
And it's easier for me as well because I can play it in the office or whatever.
yeah.
So okay, I need to do the final one. Where is that? Didn't I tag that dude?
That's another 15 minutes.
All right, so we should move on to the next one. Let's do that then. But then let us know in the chat if you want this that we're doing now, that we're like skipping games fast to see them.
If there's anything you want us to keep playing for a while, let us know.
Yeah.
I can see the hip hop cam is on. Can we show the games again?
Yeah.
Will it
What
stay
should
on?
what should we do next?
We're going for the giant
Enemy
crab thingy, aren't we?
The giant crab thingy.
Yeah. Genji, Days of the Blade.
Alright, let's do that.
Blazing Angels. Virtua Fighter 5. Tony Hawk's Project 8.
Genji thing.
Witch Raider 7. And Motorstorm. And I think we're saving Witch Race and Motorstorm for a bit later, and now we're just trying a few of the other games here.
Now I hope, because like
I'm hoping that we sit with Witch Race and really think, wow, that was a great game.
yeah. So until now we played first-person shooters. I feel
Yes.
fairly confident. I feel like I know how those work. I have no idea what to expect now, other than I hope we see a giant enemy crab.
And learn some history at
Yeah.
the same time.
Noses in it.
Yeah.
Okay. We should have space for that. So I started putting in the games before I started the stream to if there was any installed, but I didn't go through all of them. We didn't have time for that. But let's see. I don't think we got to this one. And that was the thing we talked about. There seemed to be no like patches or big installs or anything we needed to do.
Because these are from the old days
When
where,
the games were done.
Yeah, they actually delivered finished games. You know, like it worked without a day one patch, and you usually got the whole game when
Yeah,
you
today
actually
it's
have
like-
paid for it. That's
Today,
crazy.
like I would not recommend having a console without having it online, because that means you won't get the patch, and you will probably end up in a horrible experience of bugs and all that. All right, let's see.
But at least they are able to correct a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
but,
that's
but,
true.
But still, I mean, it feels like a sleeping pillow now. I mean, it's kind of, yeah, okay. We just push this out and we'll fix it.
When
we'll
you can
fix
buy
later,
it
you know.
and not be online, I don't think that's okay. I think if they'd done what they talked about with Xbox One and said you need to be online, then I would be more okay with it, because then they could be like, okay, then for you to have this, we can patch it. But a lot of people, it's like, isn't it like 40% or something of console owners today that have never been online with their console?
Really?
Yeah, I think it's something like that.
It's a high number.
That's really, maybe it's 30. I just remember it being a high number, that like a lot of people are never online with their console, and if they play all these games without it being patched, that's, yeah. See, so this is like basically a documentary.
Yes, it is. On Japanese warfare.
Yeah, it was recreating famous Japanese battles or something. Try if you want to see that E3 stuff. It's the E3 Sony 2006 press conference. I'm sure it's on YouTube and the interwebs.
Don't we have it on GRTV?
I don't think we do. I don't know if we do. That's before my time. I don't know if we were at E3 back then, actually.
It looks so Japanese.
I mean, so far
Wow.
this looks fun-ish, right? But
It looks like the intro for Soul Calibur or something like that, you know.
I actually think it looks pretty nice.
Like,
But it doesn't look like recreating famous Japanese battles.
Bell of the Milky Sea.
Yeah. Alright. But it looks quite good. This is pretty beautiful, isn't it? I mean, of course, it's a cutscene,
yeah, it
but
is.
Genji, Days of the Blade. Okay. And this is where, if you know what I'm supposed to do, please let us know in the chat, because I have no idea what's going on. Oh, I could actually choose install here, but we're not going to do that.
Someone saying Battlefield 4 kills on Assassin's Creed, FIFA, Call of Duty, NAC. It's the best launch ever. Well, it's not the best, but I mean, look at the number of exclusive titles there.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's not
then
high.
you've got NAC and you've got Killzone, but I mean, they are. I think they're both great games. I actually got a bit bored of Killzone, but I think I've had it with shooters for a long while. I can't really stand it anymore, even though it was in a different setting, and I got a bit of a Half-Life vibe on this one.
On Killzone?
Yeah, I was still just having much more fun with Knack, running around with this guy, growing and hitting stuff, and just jumping around and feeling like, hey, this is from when games were just plain fun,
Yeah.
and weren't all shooters with gritty, dark.
I think
Stuff.
looking at this, I think there's missing some exclusives. Well, Drive Club was pushed back, and Watch Dogs, which is not an exclusive. But I think if you look at all the games, I can't think of like a home console that has a better launch lineup. I would still say the Vita has been the best launch,
Yes.
games wise.
That was quite amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Wipeout and
Uncharted and Super Stardust. There was that Mutant
Oh,
Blob
yes.
game.
What is it? Space Attack, Mutant Blob, Space Attack. Can't remember the
No.
full name. It's a crazy long name, but it's an amazing platformer.
It's
If
very
you have
cheap.
a PS Vita, go get it. It's cheap and it absolutely rocks.
And I
mean,
think
it-
Rayman
it-
Origins was
Superb.
launch. I mean, that was out before, but that was out for launch, and that which is still my favorite Vita game. I think.
Which one?
Rayman Origins.
Oh yes,
And
yes.
I think that was better on Vita than on home consoles. I
it
think
just
there was
felt
a
right
dec-
on this one. It
Yeah.
just felt
I think FIFA was out, which was decent.
Only authorized people may enter.
This looks pretty good.
And someone is playing the flute. Uh-oh.
I'm actually quite impressed with this. This looks pretty good. But of course, it's still cutscene.
That gotta hurt. And
I don't think there's trophies for this though. If there, can we get a trophy patch and then I'll totally play this.
Let us go.
I think it's scary you only play games
I
if they
don't.
have
I
trophies. Admit it.
No, I don't.
No?
No.
Just
It makes it
mention one
easier.
you've played without trophies.
That I recently. What have I played? But I haven't. Well, the only game I'm basically playing now is Call of Duty Ghost online, and I don't get
you've
trophies for that.
Yeah.
So that's the whole thing with my battle with Magnus about getting trophies is that he's basically given up, but he says, but like he actually has a very good chance now because I don't play a lot right now, and what I play is Call of Duty, and I just don't gain any trophies right now. And he's playing all the PS4 games. This feels like playing Metal Gear. I haven't done anything.
Yeah, that's true.
And actually, one thing I'm planning on playing. Do you know Gone Home, the PC game? I'm planning on playing that. As that's supposed to be really good.
Can't remember on the top of my head.
I've been told by PC gamers that I need to play that.
Okay.
So I think I'm gonna play that. That's more of a like experience thing where you go.
But I'm a
through
Mac
house.
guy, Whenever
No,
I
I
need
think it's out for
smaller-
Mac as well. I don't. I'm not. If it's only on Windows, I'm not gonna play it because I don't have one of those. I don't want to do boot camp. But yeah, I think that I want to play that. And what other games should I play that I don't get trophies for? What am I missing?
Again, I don't know because I don't care about trophies, so I don't know
But
which
if,
one.
what game should I
Scott
play that's
and-
not on Vita or PS3 or PS4? I love Trials Evolution, but that's a couple of years old. I actually just put up a huge Trials Evolution poster in my bedroom.
We're talking on these consoles.
No, that's a Xbox 360 game.
But,
Yeah.
yeah. But I mean, you're talking about an Xbox game that you don't get.
Or a PC game. I'm sure Dory has some PC games I need to play.
I want to say Stealth Bastard or whatever it was called now, Stealth Incorporated.
I don't know that.
That.
Stealth Bastard Deluxe. I've never even heard of that.
But that's because they, I just got it on my iPad and they had to censor it because you can't use the word bastard, of course. So it's
okay.
like,
I've played some iPhone games as well, iPad games. What did we have there? I played the Rayman games.
you're missing the story.
Yeah, but I've given
know,
up. I can't hear it
It
properly.
was you had
Okay, I
like
get to play
demons
now.
and someone doing something else.
Okay, so the left stick is like moving, and the right stick I can like flick around. Okay, can I? Let's defend.
Oh, let's see what people are writing.
And I walked up to the door, and it says loading. Now there's another. This is Metal Gear. I just
So I'm
walked
saying,
up.
the hell is this? It's Genji Days of the Blade. In
I
case
literally
anyone is
walked
wondering.
2 meters, and then there's
And then
another,
there's another cutscene.
and it said loading as well. It's just like,
So this is kind of
spiritual successor to
Metal Gear Solid. And now we're getting all the fanboys going, Metal Gear Solid is the best.
I actually
it's
like
got an
Metal
amazing
Gear.
story. I don't.
You know, well,
Yeah,
so
there I
hate
said
on
it.
Lee,
I
hate
said
on
it,
Lee.
yeah.
I like Metal Gear. I didn't like the Revengeance Fighter thing.
Oh, I thought that was the only one that looked a bit more
That's 'cause
interesting,
they're-
but that's because I'm so tired of the other ones.
Yeah.
And that, look at me.
You're not excited for the next Metal Gear?
No. Well, it's. I love sandbox games per definition, so
Just watch out. In a year, you're
I'm
gonna
a
be
tiny
like,
bit, you know. But I can't imagine a sandbox game where I have to look at 1 hour of cutscenes, you know, and then run around for another 10 minutes. I hope it's nothing like that.
The only thing is, I've given up on the story. I've totally given up on trying to understand what's going on in those games. I play them like I play Call of Duty. I play them moment to moment and try to have fun. Because that is just the biggest mess I've ever seen of a story. Jesus Christ. And now the whole thing with 2 games, and is it 2 games or is it 1 game or?
Blade fluster.
That was
and
almost
great
your
emote.
sound. But actually this, I kind of want to play.
I mean, I'm quite sure if I had seen this at launch, I would have been like, wow, look at the flames, and it's so realistic. It's so crazy what they're able to do nowadays. I mean,
Actually,
it
think
looks like it's really on fire.
It does. I mean,
Wow.
this doesn't. I feel like the other 2 games we played were felt more dated.
Definitely, yes.
Then it's just, are you into these Japanese? It feels very Japanese to play. But other than that, it's pretty cool. I kind of want to. I think I need to go buy this actually and play it, even though I don't get trophies and stuff. What's up?
And it's like 50 kroner, so
Is
so
it?
that's cheaper than a Happy Meal, I
Yeah.
think. So yes,
I recommend this.
based
Playing
on
10
5
minute-
minutes of gameplay and 15 minutes of
And now I'm
watching
stuck. What do I do
cutscenes.
here?
You can look at the map,
Okay, so
That-
I need to go
really square thingy.
there. Oh, it's on. Another thing is, I totally need to be a ninja. I am a ninja. The ginger ninja.
Ginger Ninja.
Yeah, that's me. Look at the skill here. Oosh!
Someone is saying, yeah, Gun Home is for PC, Mac, and Linux. So you should all be able to play it. Okay, cool. Someone is saying, just completed Gun Home. It's not what I expected.
And that's what I heard. And I tried. I know a little bit about it, which annoys me now. But I'm trying not to know. Like to try to not read more about it and just play it. And it's supposed to not. It's not very long, I think. But I'm looking forward to trying that.
Someone is saying, Snake, Snake, Snake!
I mean, Metal Gear has given us so much.
But
and that's the
Metal
thing,
Gear is
we're-
the only interesting game for the next gen consoles.
We're going back to Shadow Moses, whatever that is. And what is the? Some of those things are just amazing. This is awesome, by the way. And this is supposed to be based on like real stuff. You will teleport to an alternative plane that amplifies the power of.
That's what
like,
they
what is
did
going
in,
on?
That's what they did. I mean, that's because you're from
Jesus.
Denmark, right? I mean, you don't know about Japanese history,
I know a lot about Japanese history.
but you didn't know about.
It seems I know more about
alternate
Japanese
plane-
history than these
planes
developers
and-
do.
But I'm quite. I mean, it looks impressive if for a launch title.
Yeah, it does.
I like the use of colors and everything. But that's what I mean. When you see the other 2 games, the FPS games, I mean, you don't get as impressed because it's just brown and white and gray and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But this has got like colors.
Yeah,
and,
yeah.
Wow, bam.
But I mean, looking if we hadn't talked about this before, would you have thought this was a launch game? I think this
No,
looks
no, I
good for
wouldn't.
a
Yeah.
game that's like like a couple of years ago or something.
That's true. Yeah. Oh well, you would have more shadows and better shadows and not that floaty feeling of him running. But
Yeah.
and a little less of that blur thingy that everyone was
True.
using in the beginning. They had blur and those reflections and stuff like that.
Yeah.
No reflections here, but tons of that blur thing. Or bloom. Oh, someone is saying a Happy Meal is 30 kroners. So that really means that you could almost get 2 Happy Meals for the price of this game. So what do you want?
I would
crappy
totally
food
want this.
Or this?
I would totally want.
Yeah.
I am serious. I might have to like buy this. This is awesome. Can't they like port
Someone
this?
saying you can hear the immense button smashing.
Yeah.
Look at the skill here.
But it actually, it is a little bit of button mashing. But I'm not just pushing the same button. I'm actually like.
He's alternating, but because
No,
you're doing
and
it so fast, it sounds like you're pushing
and
the
I'm
same button.
like blocking, and like I feel like you need to. Oh, see now I'm not blocking properly. I mean, this feels. I mean, that's the same. Like you could say, God of War is button mashing, but if you got button mash playing God of War, you're not gonna get very far on at least. I mean, maybe if you play on easy or something, but you can't just button mash. You're gonna get destroyed in God of War, and then.
Okay, he was really, not on guard.
Yeah, he was
Just
stupid.
standing there.
Yeah,
Look at that sunset.
That's some of the things in these games. The AI is not very impressive.
That's hopefully what we're going to see on
Yeah.
next gen. Some really nice stuff there.
How are we on time? Should we move on to the next game soon, or I mean, I could
Yeah,
play this all
actually,
night, but-
we've played this for I think 15 or 20 minutes, but let's keep going a bit. I mean, it looks
we haven't
hard
found the
to be the
giant
most-
enemy crab yet.
that's true, and we need to see what else we can learn about Japanese history.
Hold him off as long as you can.
Oh no! She is doing something.
Couldn't they port this for the Vita or something? That would be awesome.
Yeah, that's a thought, and it would look awesome on that
Yeah.
small screen. Yeah, that could be a really enjoyable game for that. And you're not really. Are you using? Oh well. You're not using the shoulder buttons a lot, are you?
I'm playing R1 for blocking.
And that's it.
No, L1 is the one. Do you remember when I got into that special?
Yeah, but not
world?
R2 or L2. I mean,
No,
if you're not using those.
I can change. Oh, and then that's blocking as well. But I can change weapons here. It looks.
So it would be easy to port this. Oh well, not easy, but control-wise.
Yeah,
it
and I
would
mean,
work
all
on the
you really
Vita.
need is that you can do that on the back pad. You can be like,
That's
okay, if
true.
I tap there, then something happens. You use it not like you don't need to use it as a button. You could use the whole jumping to another world just by tapping the screen on the back, back touchpad.
Yeah, someone was saying I would have thought that this game was from 2001 if I didn't know better.
Really? Think it looks that bad? What about the other game? This looks way better than Call of Duty and Resistance.
No, 2011.
Oh, you said 2001. Yeah.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Oh shit, sorry.
Yeah. I agree with that. I don't know. Yeah. It could be at least. I still think you had games like Uncharted 3 that looked quite impressive in 2011.
Are you controlling the camera in any way?
No, I'm not, and that's a little bit weird. I forget
Yeah.
to because I can dodge with the other stick instead of move the camera. It's
Oh,
really
you're,
it's a really weird
you're
angle.
Dodging with
With
the
the
other
stick,
stick. That's
yeah.
a bit like neck as well.
Yeah. And that I like that you do it in Diablo as well on consoles. But I really
love-
have a hard time not being able to control the camera, especially when it's such a weird
Yeah,
angle.
yeah. I love the lock camera in Knack.
Yeah.
Because they just nailed it.
Yeah, that's the thing.
You
a
never
lot of,
have anywhere
a lot
where
of,
you're going
a
like,
lot of games don't nail it, and
I
then
can't
it's so
see it."
frustrating.
Yeah. But that was one of the things I really appreciated about Knack.
Yeah.
We just do our job. You don't have to think about it.
That's true. If it's
Ever.
perfect, then it's fine. Do they do that in? I think you can still move the camera in Uncharted, but I feel like I don't do it a lot because it's often like Naughty Dog knows how to move the camera as well. I don't feel like I do that, but I'm pretty sure you can still control it. Next game?
Next game.
All right, we'll do that. What are we gonna do then?
Let's see. But now we kind of I was expecting this to be crap.
Yeah.
Crap.
And we didn't get to see the crap.
No, that's Virtua Fighter 5. Fight.
You want to do that? Sure. I suck at fighting games, but I'm up for trying it. Maybe you want to play it. Do you want to? I don't know.
Nah.
I can try, but I'm. This
Soul
is
Calibur is about the only fighting game I really can do anything decent in.
I think fighting games is the only genre that I suck at completely.
I remember having this for, I think, well, not Virtua Fighter 5, of course, but for my 32X, that add-on thing you had for the Sega Mega Drive.
Yeah.
I was supposed to look absolutely amazing. It didn't.
It didn't.
Oh, well, back then it did, and you're just going crazy and thinking, wow, this is just looks so real. I mean, everything is 3D,
Yeah.
and it looked like Minecraft. Well,
What?
creating game data.
We don't want to wait for this. Do you want
Sure.
to?
It's
It took forever.
sure.
Yeah. So let's see if we can get it. It looks like we can get into it before.
Without saving,
Yeah,
yeah.
without. I think it was a way of saying install, or something. So I don't wanna do that. We're about an hour into the stream, so maybe we should say for people just joining now, this is Gamereactor Live.
Exactly, and we are looking at the launch titles for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah.
And we got quite a lot of games from GameStop and decided to take a look and see, because a lot of people are complaining or saying that the lineup for the next gen isn't that impressive, and I don't really think it was for PS3 either. But we kind of tend to forget that. I think we had some users yesterday saying like, well, you had a lot of great launch titles for the PlayStation 3. You had like Uncharted and Killzone.
Yeah, it's like
no,
not
you
like-
didn't.
not
They
launched.
weren't launched at all. So we're basically taking a look at the real launch titles for this machine.
Yeah. And either way, it's fun to compare.
Exactly.
Okay. So pro tips. Who should I go with? Gotta go with an old dude, right?
Ah, you need
What
to go
that
with
dude does not have.
Akira.
You like him? Do you actually know these characters?
Yes, but it's 8 years ago, and I wouldn't be able to say anything.
Look at
about
that
anything.
pretty boy. Fighting style, drunken kung fu.
I
need
remember
to
that
go
guy.
with that.
I
You want
remember
to
that
create
guy.
a
He
dated-
was-
no. I don't want to create stuff. We
I
don't.
was always impressed by his animation, of course.
Oh, play without using data. Okay.
Yeah. While you're getting your ass whooped, I will be getting some water.
Okay. This is amazing. I totally found one that fit my style. Drunken Kung Fu. This is amazing. Look at this dude.
So you're winning.
Yeah. But this is pretty much button mashing. I found he does this
But
like I really like. Or you wanna...
you do know that I am the king of button mashing.
Yeah.
And since when was that even a good thing?
Well, I can tell you, I remember I actually used to share an apartment with Dory when we worked at a film school. And he wanted me to play, we were playing a lot of games on my PS3, we were playing, he actually bought Uncharted for my console, that's how I discovered Uncharted. But then we played Call of Duty and I was good at Call of Duty. So Dory really wanted to play a fighting game. I don't remember which one, let's go, oh can you just join here? Oh, nice.
Yeah.
And I think I beat him like a couple of times by basically just and he was like, I don't want to play this shit
Throwing
with you.
it on the floor.
Yeah, I was just trying to hit as many buttons at a time as possible. And that seemed to work out and he was like, this is bullshit. Because he actually, I don't think he's like an amazing pro player, but he kind of knew what was going on. And I had no idea.
But now
And that doesn't work in like Call of Duty. You can't just go like...
button mash.
Yeah. I would be so frustrated.
Isn't that
playing
called quick scoping?
Oh, that's way too hard. I've actually been like practicing doing that, and that's really hard. I think I'm okay.
Yeah, I
At it.
know.
That would be amazing if that was like you could button mash and then quick scope people.
Okay, let's see. Button mash. No.
Look at the drunken style.
Oh yes. Hey, I don't even get to hit you once. Fuck you. How do I block?
Block? What are you Oh!
I wanna know how I block.
Bring it on! You don't fight a drunken wizard.
Okay, it's definitely not, pulling away from you that is blocking. So,
No, he was totally drunk there. Oh, what are you doing? You think you got this? You think you got this?
no.
Oh!
This is totally crap. Okay. Let's see, I'm going to turn off your controller. Give me a chance to actually find out what the hell is happening here. Look! Okay, I give up. This is why.
Well, you're actually doing better when you give up. Come on.
Give me a chance to see if I can actually block in this freaking game. And that's why
King of button mashing.
play stuff like Tekken and Soul Calibur, because I think at least I know these games well enough not to be kicked by someone who's just going like this, which I am, by the way, as well.
Yeah. You're like, I'm gonna button mash. It's like, well,
I just want to know how to block.
now you understand how
Can
Dory
anyone in the
felt.
chat tell me how to block in this game? Because I'm feeling really...
Now you know as well. You don't
No,
mess
I know.
with-
Someone is saying Virtua Fighter is not a button masher. No, we know, but this is how we're playing it. I know that one of the great things in this one was that you actually... at least I remember in the old games that you had to, take care of if you are in the top or the bottom of a couple of stairs and lots of stuff like that.
That's the thing. You don't mess with the
but-
Ginger Ninja
but
when he
even
goes
I'm-
drunken
I'm-
kung fu.
I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here, because
I think I found the block button.
if you could do me a favor, I won't hit you, but I would really like to see if there's a block.
There is.
If this does
This is the block.
anything,
This is the block.
but this doesn't do anything. Now I'm not even playing it.
Oh,
noticed
were
that?
you playing it before?
I hope so.
It felt like you were playing with a DDR3 mat or something, or without thumbs. I don't know.
So, but that would make really sense. I'm going again.
I'm going drunken kung fu.
And now, please, make more sense. Otherwise,
doesn't work.
I will kill myself.
Please won't
leave
help
this
you.
live stream.
There's no charity
least
here.
we're getting
The
viewers
Ginger
from that.
Ninja is in the battle dome. It's the silence before the storm.
I'm so glad I didn't say, hey, I'm pro at this game. I
Yeah.
remember this game.
Fight one. Ready? Go.
And could you give me a chance to see if I'm actually controlling the guy
No.
before doing anything, because otherwise I'll just be hitting and... Okay, this is down. Do we have...
Did you see that move?
Fun.
It's fighting back now.
But it doesn't matter. I can tell you, this
It's an amazing game. I'm gonna buy
It's
this as well,
definitely-
but only when I can play you.
So I'm
Oh
going
shit,
to
what is
bottom
going
my
on?
way here, only doing that move. And
Oh! Snap. This is where we need to end. Next game. Next game.
I think we should keep playing this just a tiny bit. I'm having a feeling that it feels a lot more fun now somehow. I don't know
What is
why.
going? Oh, but he's back. He's back.
And please, go. Wow.
Oh, it was close.
That's okay.
Did you win that one then? Was it first to
And
two?
we're going to get so many comments on YouTube on this one thing. Look at those noobs play Virtua Fighter. Yes, we are.
The worst is it's not even the kick, it's the fucking punch. I can't do anything. And then when you
Yes.
kick, I can like counter it. And it's just
The winner.
Okay. Alright. I guess there was some
I-
charity today.
Well, it just shows that, after 5 minutes or so, we get to see, when I get, a feeling for the controls. and
No,
everything.
it's because I got
still don't know
sober.
shit.
I got sober, that's why. And then the drunk
that's
food
why.
doesn't work.
I think we have made a big enough fool of ourselves on this game.
True.
So let's go for the next one.
I actually think I have this at home.
What will happen if you're actually drunk and playing as the drunken master?
Pretty much the same. Alright, what do we have? We have Ridge Racer, Motorstorm, Blazing Angels, and Tony Hawk. Let's go Motorstorm and Ridge Racer now.
Really?
Yeah, I want to make sure we have time for those.
Yeah, that's true. Yes.
Motorstorm first.
Someone was saying nothing wrong with playing Virtual Fighter. No. But we sucked.
Yeah.
And that's, as a gaming journalist, you should never ever
But I
sit
mean, you
and
can't
suck
be-
at a game,
you-
even if you don't care about the genre
You
or
can't be
anything.
perfect at all the games.
No, of course not.
Well, maybe.
Maybe some of us can,
Yeah.
like you.
Oh, we go like double close up now in the corner. I
Lee,
haven't
you
seen
know
that
you
before.
suck in fighting games. No, I don't.
Who says that?
Not give me Tekken or give me Soul Calibur, but no. Or actually, the good old Street Fighter 2 Turbo.
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't.
I love
I'm
that.
not good at fighting games. I'm really not.
I tend to really not like a lot of Twitch gaming anymore, or anything that is based a lot of reaction like that.
Okay.
I don't know why, but it just really doesn't do it for me anymore.
Okay.
Maybe I'm getting old.
I mean, that's there's totally something to that. I, as I said, play a lot of Call of Duty, and I feel like I'm doing pretty well. But I can definitely feel sometimes I meet like an 11-year-old with the fucking crazy reflexes that I just can't. You can't. You need to be smarter, and that's like that's what I need to do now. I can't.
But that's what I feel like a lot of times when I want to sit down with a game, I really want to relax.
Yeah.
And just turn everything
Yeah.
off and
Call of
just
Duty
go
is
like
not relaxing.
And no, it's not. And
Going back to when I lived with the.
but I still think that's again. Yeah.
When I lived with Dory, I remember we were working long hours at this film school and stuff, and then we had a break, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna go back and have. If I was like, oh, I was angry or I have frustrated, and go back, and then I just got more angry when I played Call of Duty, and then I actually started playing Flower, and then it was all like, then it was okay. I could totally tell that like if I went over and played Call of Duty, I just got, oh.
I think that's one of the things that also for me, World of Warcraft, I really enjoyed the PvP aspect. But I got so tired of arenas because they just were draining me so much. It was so tough. And you had to be on your toes all the time. I really liked stuff like Aztec Valley, where you were doing what you felt like at the time. And then once in a while you had these boosts of wow, adrenaline.
Yeah.
It was really tough. But I think I like much more games where I can take my time,
What
do
was
whatever
that?
I want.
It looks nice.
That
huh?
was you not hitting the ramp.
Yeah, I got hit by a motorcycle and I got screwed. Alright, I'm doing okay. Position 3
I
out of
remember
15.
thinking this one looked absolutely amazing.
Yeah, and not so amazing anymore right now, right?
No,
Yeah, I remember being blown away basically.
exactly. And you're just going
And now
like,
you're
this
like-
is so realistic. I mean,
Oh, I
look
can
at this.
boost.
It's just like being there.
Yeah.
It's insane. And how you look at it, and it's muddy textures and blurred all over the place, and not really that. I still like some of the designs, like the bridge here and stuff like that. I like games where you have sort of that fantasy setting, where you know they're just making fun tracks instead of making realistic tracks, because basically, I mean, well, I'm an arcade racer more than anything. And if I wanna, have a realistic car game, it would be one where I had to sit in a queue 1.5 hours to get to work. That would be a realistic car game, and I don't care about that because it's not fun. This is fun, and it's fun when you're able to do crazy stuff like this and put giant stones and graveyards and stuff like that, junkyards all over the place. It's
I think like I like simulation racers, and I've on and off played them a bit and never been like amazing at it, but I've been okay at it. But it takes so much time, and I don't have that much time to sink into every game. But like I sink a lot of time into Call of Duty or whatever. Like
I think
I
it's,
like
it's
it
more,
that time, but for most of the time I prefer arcade racers now as well. That I just for simulation to be fun, you really need to spend a lot of time on it.
That's true, but at the same time, I really think that it's just an imaginary time limit we're sitting. Like if when you are getting into a game and you know that you need to put in a certain amount of hours, you tend to go like, I can't be bothered.
But I'm okay with
but
that
if
with
you
Call of
grab an
Duty.
arcade racer, yeah, but that's what I mean. If you grab, well, not an arcade racer, but if you grab something light, you don't mind pouring 100 hours in it after that, but you just need to know from the beginning, you don't need it. Don't worry, you can just play an hour.
That's
and then you
true.
end up spending 100 hours anyways.
But I just feel like if you want to play, I mean, and the same goes for Battlefield for that matter. If you want to be good online in those, you
course.
need to spend a lot of time.
Of course. That's basically why I stopped after Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Because I just realized that I needed to learn a lot of skills again.
You need to learn the maps and the guns.
I didn't feel like it.
And I'm having fun doing that, but I feel that I think I need to play a little bit more than I do now to have more fun, because I don't know the maps well enough right now. But going back to this game, it's quite fun. Yeah, I'm not paying attention. That's when I want to talk and then not play.
Exactly.
Done by Evolution, and because I remember playing the latest Motorstorm they came out
11 out of 15.
with. Yeah, this is
Go,
terrible.
go.
That's when I talk.
Yeah.
Motorstorm Apocalypse, which just happened to come out at a horrible time.
Yes.
We just had the catastrophe with the tsunami in Japan, and then the PSN outage. So that didn't do very well, and I actually think that's sad because I really like that game. And that's kind of this updated looks
enough,
really new.
I didn't like that game.
Okay.
Something just fell off. I weren't having fun with it anyways, and that's basically
Okay.
my biggest problem. Felt mediocre at best.
But I liked it. But in the end, now I mean that game didn't do well, and now they've been put on doing another kind of driving game, the PS4 game, Drive Club, which also seems to be having some problems now as it's been delayed. So that's a little bit sad to see. I feel like a little bit of a classic Sony first-party developer not doing very well right now.
Yeah, but well, we don't know. I mean, Drive Club could be still a
Hopefully
surprise hit,
Hopefully it's.
I mean, it's
it'll
not
end
the
up
only
being
game
good.
being
No.
delayed at the moment.
It's just scary to see it, but of course we're hoping that just means they're taking care of it
But-
and making. I mean,
At the same time, I'm thinking, don't you think a lot of developers are quite, are looking at the shortage of consoles and saying, okay, not enough people are getting a PS4 at launch. Certainly, no one in Denmark, or well, a few people are getting an Xbox One at launch. So why actually have these launch games? You know they're going to end up in the bin come February next year. So why not wait?
But that's a
releasing
first-party
those?
studio, and they need to put something out for
That-
someone to buy the. That's kind of
That's
the Vita
true.
problem
But
now.
I think they're counting on NAC being
Yeah.
like, wow, everybody's going to be blown away by polygons and.
But I
stuff
think that's
flying around,
really
but-
the Vita problem now, that developers are saying we don't really want to develop for Vita because there's not enough people buying it,
That's
and
true.
players are saying I'm
We
going
don't
to
wanna
wait
buy
until
it.
there's more games.
Yes.
But talking
it
about,
could change when they're going to bundle it with the PS4 and all that remote play stuff.
and I think it's totally worth the money right now. I think it's great. But it's actually now with the whole talking about delay. Last of Us was delayed like 6 months or something, and that turned out pretty damn good. I think.
Oh
so
yes,
it's not that it's always
It's definitely one
terrible.
of my favorite games for the PS3. I love that game.
All right, let's see if I can make up.
I was so scared in that game.
Yeah.
I hated those clickers, that sound, and you just knew when you're up against 2 or 3 of them
Yeah.
that you're in for a fight, and you really felt like I need to survive this.
Yeah.
They're going.
Yeah, and I remember I
Just go
changed
like,
my
"Oh."
text tone to.
Oh,
you
yeah,
remember? So
so
here in the
clicking.
office, you could tell who had played it. 'Cause you just
Exactly.
hear that clicker sound, and then people were like, ah. So, okay. All right, I'm gonna try one more time.
Someone is saying, I love realistic car games. That's why I love Burnout Paradise. That's not realistic. Someone saying, does any of you have a Wii U, and do you think the new 3D Mario will justify it? I do have a Wii U, and I hate to say it, but it's gaining a bit of dust at the moment. But I think the new Mario looks amazing. My only problem is I never really liked Mario. And that's just as the character. I think some of the mechanics are really great, and I know Galaxy and I know a lot of other
Love
Mario games,
Galaxy.
Sunshine, etc. were great games. But I think since Mario 64 and the Nintendo 64, I didn't really care much about Mario.
Died again.
And I don't like that little plumber guy. And I can't get into that. Oh wow, Princess Peach has been, kidnapped. Oh, it's Bowser. Oh wow, I don't care about that. But they're great games, and I think if you love platforming, it's definitely worth getting a Wii U for. I'm actually having, a feeling that a lot of our readers, at least on the Danish side of Gamereactor, are enjoying Mario and actually enjoying the Wii U in general, and they're starting to buy it now. Sort of
It's
like,
also
okay,
way cheaper than the other consoles.
definitely, yes.
I think I am not the biggest Mario fan, but I love Super Mario Galaxy, and from what I've heard and I played like 20 minutes of the new one. It's really great. And actually, for people watching the stream, I think it's tomorrow that we're actually streaming Super Mario 3D World. So if you're wondering about that, tune in tomorrow, and you can see the game
That's tomorrow.
and make your own decision out from what we're.
I decided, because everybody's going to say, wow, the Danish editor of Gamereactor,
He hates Mario.
Editor-in-Chief hates Mario. Well, I put it on the cover of this month's Gamereactor magazine. I might as well talk a bit about the magazine, because it's free to get, and you can just pick it up. And of course, we've got tons of stuff. Let's see if I can grab the camera here. And we've got lots of stuff on next gen, and
By the way, I'm in
BlizzCon.
first. Oh, second now. I'm doing way better.
you can pick up the magazine for free. And let's see, Sweden, Norway, Finland,
Germany.
Denmark, Germany, England.
And there's
So
also
go grab it.
Yeah, go grab it. And also a new iPad Max out now, right?
I think it's out in Spain this week, but for the rest of the countries, it's end of next week, I think.
And the review of Super Mario 3D World is in the new magazine.
Yes, it is. Yes,
you could also
and it's also
read
on the
it.
site as
Yeah.
well. And I'm thinking most most of our sites gave it 9
Yeah, I
or
think so.
10 out of 10. So I mean, it's
you like
definitely
Mario,
a great
it's,
game.
I'm really looking forward to seeing if it, because I loved Super Mario Galaxy. I never got around to play the second one, which I need to do. Loved the first one, and this. So I'm really looking forward to seeing if this new one can like be that good as well. If it can stack up. All right, I'm trying to see if I can do a little bit better here. Final lap. Oh, not good, not good.
That little plumber guy, best quote ever. Well,
It is the year of Luigi, though, isn't it?
oh yeah.
I always like Luigi more than Mario. But you can, in the new one, you can play as Toad and Luigi and all that stuff.
I think
as well. You
actually,
play
since
co-op.
we're talking so much about Nintendo now,
Yeah.
I need to show something I got from Nintendo.
Oh, yeah.
And that means I have to leave.
You
I'll
might
be
have
back again.
heard of it in one of the other streams, because one of the other days we were streaming. You might be able to hear a sound in the background, and that was Lee doing this. We'll see what it is now. It's really cool.
I don't know if you can get the cam on me and this one. If you like Zelda, I'm quite certain that you know what it is. Let's see if we can get.
I'm trying not to die while we do that.
And I mean, this. I can do this all day.
Yeah.
And
Please-
this
please
is how
don't.
we're going to
Please
end the stream. We've got 40 minutes left of me opening a Zelda chest. I think it's awesome.
And just when you did that,
Uh,
I screwed up, and I'm now 9 instead of first.
Oh. But you're just saying that now because you know I was full screen and you can
Rewatch
pretend
the-
having
rewatch the stream.
I had I was in first.
I was in
You know.
first.
Oh.
Rewatch the stream. I was doing okay, but I'm gonna try to. Oh, now I'm exploding.
Now you're on 7. Go. You can pick it up.
Goes right over here. Come on! 6th. 5th. I made 3rd. That's okay. It's decent.
3rd. Woohoo! Woo! So you actually got a prize.
Did I? What did I win?
I don't want to give myself the test away, so no. You got a cheer. Yeah.
What? TV volume down? Okay. Doesn't seem to want to react. There you go. Alright. I think,
Let's see.
should we do Ridge Racer?
Yes, Which Racer definitely. We've
Or-
got 40 minutes left, so
Ridge Racer!
yes. We
Actually, you know what we could do? We hadn't planned prizes, but actually I remember, now I was just looking at myself. That which I do quite often. And I have a t-shirt on. That if you are... It's hard, but if you could guess which game this t-shirt is from, I have a prize that I could give away. And you can win the game that this t-shirt is from.
Interesting.
Interesting. So let's see in the chat if anybody knows.
Yes or no? It's a cool treasure chest. I mean,
It is. I want one.
I'm having a lot of fun with that. I don't know why, but da 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 da.
If you want to see the t-shirt.
And that's the t-shirt, and you need to guess which game it's from. And is that the first one who writes it who gets
Yeah, let's say
something?
that. Yeah. Any guesses so far?
Dead Island.
No. Good guess. I can see why you would guess that, but it's
Riptide.
no. None of the Dead Island games.
Is it an Xbox game?
No, it is not.
Is it a
I
Wii U game?
I tried to.
And
I tried to put on a T-shirt whenever we do the stream that fits the stream. So I tried to put on a PlayStation T-shirt
I know.
today. Although that has screwed up a little bit when we kept.
Far Cry?
No. I'm not sure people will be able to guess. I think it's. I actually asked Rasmus when it's not something we've gotten like a PR or whatever.
No,
it's
no,
something
no.
I bought and I
Yes.
got it in the office the other day.
I think
And,
actually I did a
and I-
news piece on these T-shirts from that game, and well.
But
yes.
I asked Rasmus the other day, and yeah, he actually couldn't guess what game it was from. What? What is this?
Burnout Paradise is someone saying.
No.
Oh yeah, but that they used to have these old games. That's Sinon,
That's
isn't it?
amazing.
Sevius.
I could just play this
I remember they had these old arcade games whenever Ridge Racer
when
was
like
loading.
loading.
They had it back on the PlayStation 1 as well.
Really?
Yeah, that was awesome.
All
I
right,
spent
I'm gonna start.
I spent 1,000 of kroners on that one game.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in the
playing it in the
arcade,
arcade,
or-
yes.
Ridge Racer.
Put stop button.
Do you want to display? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. What? I need to pick where. Okay, we're in Copenhagen right now, or like this is
I
basically
think
Denmark.
They would probably be the Japanese, so they're probably saying, "Hey, it's Norway."
And then it's asking. I
Yeah.
just pointed out Europe.
Yes.
Please, friends. What? Okay, I'm gonna go Denmark because we're in Denmark.
Enjoy. Crisis, someone is saying.
No.
GTA Vice City.
No.
COD Ghosts.
No.
I give up, no idea. I'm clueless.
I could say.
I'm saying you could name one of the characters from the game, but that's kind of
That would
giving
be
it
too easy.
away.
I could say that
The first
the
letter.
T-shirt. The T-shirt is a T-shirt that one of the main characters in the game is actually wearing.
And that character's name starts with an...
Let's wait with that. That will give it away.
Okay.
I think it'll be too easy. I could help with say it's a game from this year. I think that will help quite a bit.
And it's for the PS3?
It's for the PS3. Should I help more?
No. And again, we're just sitting here going through the PS3 launch titles. And just, being really nostalgic and looking at what were the games like back then.
Comparing to the
and I'm-
PS4 launch.
Yeah, because a lot of people are sort of saying that the launch lineup for next gen isn't that strong. But it's true when we're looking at exclusive games, it isn't an amazing launch for either Xbox One or PS4, but still, they've got some amazing games.
And
if you look
I
at
just
the
want
launch
to say
here,
we are
it's-
going to stream PS4 later in the week. So
Yes.
also, don't worry. It's not that we're only going to stream PS3, PS4. We're going to stream that for sure.
Yes. So we're looking through that, and actually, Nick is wearing a T-shirt from a game, and if you can guess which game it is,
You'll win that game.
you'll win that game.
Yeah, the answer is in the chat.
Someone guess it?
The Last of Us.
The Last of Us is correct. It's the T-shirt that Ellie is wearing in the game.
So adieu, congrats.
So you'll get a PM now from Dory behind the camera,
And
get
he's
your
getting-
dress. He's winning The Last of Us.
Game.
Yeah,
cool.
I just remembered we had one copy left of that, so
Adieu is going to get The Last of Us! Exclamation marks.
which I will say that's not a bad prize to win.
No, it's an amazing game.
So that's why I was thinking, whoa, this is crazy. If I said Ellie,
Oh,
then everyone would know what game it was.
I forgot how much fun drifting is in Ridge Racer.
And the music.
But I was a bit disappointed with I think the PS Vita game wasn't that great.
I actually
I think-
haven't tried that. That was one of the few Vita games.
As
that
far as I
tried.
remember, it didn't run really smooth at all. I might be wrong, but I think that was one of the games where I was like, and especially compared to Wipeout 2048. I mean that.
So sad that
Game
the
was so
studio
smooth.
Liverpool had to close.
Oh yes,
But yeah,
I really loved that game.
Yeah.
I think it was amazing.
I haven't played it enough, but I'm definitely now. I got it free on PlayStation Plus, so I'm definitely gonna play it at some point. Oh, that and I think Need for Speed was fun, even though that had some frame rate
That had
issues
some
as well.
frame rate issues, definitely.
Whoa,
but,
I'm
but
just
it still
sliding all.
felt good.
What am I
But
doing?
that's Ridge Racer.
That's how I drive in real life as well. It's just, and everyone in front of me was just sliding like
Someone
crazy.
was asking, Lee, which games are you gonna get for the PS4? I already got the PS4, and the games I have for it, well, I've got quite a lot of games for it, but the ones I would pick.
Yeah, if you, let's say you
is-
don't have a
is-
PS4 and on Friday you would go out
Exactly.
and buy one, what
Well,
games would you
first
get?
of all, I would just get PS Plus, because that way you're getting contrast. It's interesting, that game, but I don't think it's a great game. Not at all. But again, you're getting it for free if you've got PS Plus. I actually enjoyed Warframe, that MMO.
Shooter.
Yeah, third-person shooter. I think that's fun, and that's free as well. And Resogun, of course, is amazing. And
And you're getting
that's free.
You're getting Drive Club later when that comes
Oh
out.
yeah,
you're
yeah,
getting
but
that
we're
for
talking
free.
about now.
Yeah, but it's
So-
just like
so-
if you have Plus, you'll also get that later for free.
Yeah, but still. But if I had to pick something, I was really enjoying Lego Marvel Superheroes, and of course it's a great co-op game as well. But it just runs so smooth on the PS4. Everything is smooth. The frame rate, and there's no clipping, nothing. It's just perfect.
Sending ranking information. It may take up to 1 hour for new data. What?
To appear.
Oh, okay,
to
I didn't
appear,
read that. I was like, Jesus, if we have to. Okay, yeah.
But that Lego Marvel Superheroes, definitely. Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag. I really like traveling around, doing all these, finding treasures, upgrading my ships, doing stuff like that. And for the quick arcade fix, it's Resogun. But the game I've been playing most is actually Knack. And I know that even our Danish reviewer gave it a 6 out of 10 and said it was okay. And I know a lot of reviewers have done this. I made a second opinion, gave it 8 out of 10, and because I really enjoy it and I keep going back to it. And I know it's quite a simple game, and at times it feels like Crash Bandicoot, and at other times it feels a bit like Ratchet and Clank and stuff like that. And it's not amazing, but there's just something about it I really like. So I, personally, yes, I would pick that. But I would say Lego Marvel Superheroes is a great game.
So you'd go Lego Marvel Superheroes, Assassin's Creed, and
Black
Knack.
Flag, Knack and Resogun. And of course, if you just want something that says, wow, this is next gen, look at the textures, look at the details, look at all this stuff. Killzone Shadowfall, of course. But I got bored quite fast of that game. But it is a great game, and it's really a great looking game. And it truly feels like, wow, now I'm sitting with a next gen title, and look what they can do.
Yeah. Alright.
But I mean, you always got that feeling that it would be the same like Ridge Racer here. You back then you would say, look at what you can do. Wow, it looks amazing. And today it's like, yeah, it looks okay. and so I don't really pick up my launch titles based on something that needs to look stellar, but I want it to play well, and I think frame rate issues has a lot to do with how well a game plays.
That way, I think
And that's
Resogun is
why-
one of the games that look the best as well.
Yes,
That runs silky smooth and looks
it
gorgeous.
does, but at the same time they're putting so many details,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
much stuff on it that I actually felt at times it got away of the gameplay.
Really?
Yeah, especially some of the green lines where you need to grab the humans
Yeah.
when you're flying
Human
around.
survivors.
They're a bit difficult to see at times, even though you get the controller saying, human in danger. But yeah, it looks almost too good, so it gets in the way of the gameplay.
I think for me that's probably the only game that I think that in a few years I will look back on and be like, that was a great game. It's not just a great launch time.
Resogun?
Yeah. But we'll see. It's always hard to tell.
But it's a good game, and I mean, you're still looking at Defender at times, and
And
feel like, hey,
Stardust.
that's a great, shooter. I mean, it's good for a quick gaming fix. I would definitely pick that one up. Someone saying you don't like the multiplayer in Killzone. No, not really. But that's because I'm.
You're also not a
I'm-
big shooter
I'm-
guy.
I used to be, but I'm so full of shooters nowadays. I don't care about them anymore. I honestly don't. I'm getting into a multiplayer lobby, and the first thing you hear is, I don't care about it. I don't care about the mentality. I don't really enjoy the games that much anymore. So no, multiplayer Killzone might be fun. I don't really care. I think actually the Batman Origins multiplayer we played yesterday.
Monday,
It looks a bit like Splinter Cell Spies versus Mercs. I think that looked really fun, and I kind of wanted to play that. And by the way, we're going to. I think we only had 2-3 people joining us, and we're going to play that one again, multiplayer live on Gamereactor Live at some point during.
In 2 weeks.
I think
Next.
in 2 weeks.
Yeah, not on Monday, but the Monday after. So the 6th, I think.
And
is
definitely
the
you
next
should
round.
add us as a friend on PSN Gamereactor Live, so you can join us for multiplayer match. We'll have prizes and stuff like that. But I think that looks fun. That looks like a multiplayer game I want to play.
Yeah.
Nick,
Yes.
because someone is saying, now we know what Lee will be playing. What about you, Nick?
What I would play. So my plan is to pick it up when Infamous comes out. So that's what I'm really looking forward to playing. But if I was gonna pick one up now, I would definitely play Resogun. I am a big shooter guy and a big Call of Duty guy, so I would. I bought my Call of Duty game on PS3, and I'm gonna use that upgrade thing. So I'm definitely gonna play Call of Duty, and I'm looking forward to see. I think that right now a lot of the maps in Call of Duty Ghost feels big, and I don't really like that. And we're playing 6 and 6 in public matches, but I think that on PS4 it's gonna be 9 on 9. So I think the maps will actually feel better. I think Assassin's Creed looks really fun. It's the first time I've been excited for Assassin's Creed game in a couple of years.
Yeah.
I haven't had the chance to play Killzone at all. I think maybe I've had like 5 minutes, but I'm looking forward to trying that. But if I had to choose, I would go Call of Duty, Resogun, Assassin's Creed probably, and then Infamous when that comes out. But yeah, I think PlayStation Plus is really a good deal for that. I mean I have that, and I plan to, like, I'm gonna get.
I
use
think that
to get
upgrading
Drive
thing
Club.
is
That's
a
amazing.
crazy good deal.
I'm gonna play Battlefield. I'm a shooter, guys. I'm gonna play Battlefield. I'm gonna play Call of Duty. I'm gonna play Killzone, for sure. But yeah, I think I'm gonna use that for a lot of the upgrade if I get them before, for sure. Is there any other games we're missing? FIFA. I'm looking forward to playing on next gen as well.
Again, me neither. Well, I don't play any sports games, and I don't really. I know I'm actually lying when I'm saying I don't play shooters, but I kind of like to play the Modern Combat thing, the Game Loves clone for iPad. I enjoy that, but at the same time, I don't know. I think it feels a little more simple, and that's what I like about it. I still remember, and we actually did it at the Christmas launch last year here at Gamereactor. Played GoldenEye,
Yeah.
and I mean, I just want to go back to these kind of shooting
The
games.
simpler days.
Yes.
But I think it's like, let us know in the chat what games we're forgetting, because I think I'm pretty much excited for all. I'm not an NBA guy, so I don't think I'll play that. But yeah, FIFA, Battlefield, Killzone, Call of Duty, Resogun. I haven't tried Contra, so I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Knack, I'm not super excited for. I've only played it for like 15 minutes, so I need to give it a proper chance. But that wasn't so far something for me. But I'm definitely gonna try that. What games are there that we're missing? Lego Marvel, I want to play that for sure. I'm a big Lego guy, as we talked about yesterday.
Someone's saying, Lee, you don't like Mario, you don't like GTA, your favorite PS4 game is Knack. Let's just say you're different. Thank you. Well, it's I do like Mario, I do like GTA, I just don't play them a lot. I lose interest in them in rather fast. And I always say, and I always buy these games and say, wow, I'm going to play the hell out of them. Actually, the only sandbox game in recent times that I've felt like I could keep playing were Red Dead Redemption.
Such
there
an
was
amazing
just
game.
something
I
about
love
it that
game.
I really enjoyed.
I'm playing through that on like a second go now, and I played over 50 hours in the multiplayer. I think I'm somewhere like 120, 130 hours combined single player multiplayer right now. It's just, that's a lot, and I love that. I think that's one of the best games of this generation, but we'll get to
Oh
that.
yeah. I think actually we did in Denmark, we had a feature, I think 2 issues ago or something like that, in the printed magazine, and I think we actually chose Red Dead Redemption as our number one of 25 or 20 games for PS3 that you absolutely had to get.
I think right now, just off the top of my head, I would have it as the second one. I think Last of Us is... I'm thinking Last of Us is my favorite game of all time, as it is now. It's gonna... We have to see in a couple of years. It's always hard to tell right away. Because I definitely... I mean, Red Dead really grew and grew and grew on me, so...
Do we have Doi? Are you able to take some names if we're going to do a competition here? Great.
Alright, so Lee is getting some swag or something.
Yeah.
And by swag we mean prizes. It's not the YOLO swag. Other games that I would say, games of the generation, I would say Super Mario Galaxy, I really love, and Uncharted 2. If we do 5, let's say Last of Us, Red Dead, Uncharted 2. What did I say? Super Mario Galaxy. Then I need one more. Alright, we got some prizes.
I think what could be fun is that you guys tell us what games, just do a top 3 or
Of the generation?
let's for PS3.
Okay.
And just let us know in the chat which game or which games that you absolutely think you need to play
And
on
not
the
exclusives,
PS3.
but games that's been on PS3.
Yes.
Yeah.
It can be exclusive, of course,
Yeah,
but it can be
doesn't
any
have
game.
to.
For me, I just did a blog recently saying
Top 3.
I said a linker in shadows, and I know it's more demo than a game really, but there's something strange and oddly appealing about that. I said Journey.
Good choice.
And The Last of Us, because those are really the games I loved the hell out of.
Top 3, then I would go...
I would have done Red Dead Redemption, but I decided to go for exclusive titles.
Yeah.
Well, basically, I've got some prizes here, and it's Blu-rays, and I figure most of you guys do have a PS3, So we're going to the Hip Hop Ninja Cam. Let's see. We've got Bullet to the Head with Stallone, Tom Hanks, Cloud Atlas.
Good film, really good film.
Oh, him again. And we've got Olympus Has Fallen.
I still need to see that.
Attack on the White House.
I really love Cloud Atlas. That was great.
Yeah. So we've got 5 movies in total on Blu-ray, and I'm just going to, pick 5 winners.
Yeah.
And they'll
then
get
Dory
one film
will,
each, and Dory will note it
PM you in
down.
the chat, and the way that works is a second tab will pop up in your chat with it should be in red with Gamereactor it says, and then go into that chat, and then that's a direct chat between us and you, and we'll get your address, and I will personally mail you the films.
So basically, guys, get typing in the chat. Let us know 3 of your favorite games for the PS3.
And you don't need
3
to
of the
agree with us.
must-haves, and we don't care. I mean, if you think it's My Horse or Barbie's Great Fairy Tale Adventure,
Or Hannah
so be it.
Montana, because it's the easiest platinum.
super.
That's fine.
I would actually also consider SingStar to being one of the games you need to have, and so you can write anything on this one, and just be honest. Let us know what you think.
Well, if it has to be PS3 games, then I just did mine actually, because I said Super Mario Galaxy, and I had 4, but the other 3 I would have was Last of Us, Uncharted, and Red Dead. So actually 2 Naughty Dog games.
How? What? Infamous?
No, it wouldn't be in there.
Really?
I think.
I thought that was your top game of all time,
No,
and
it's
I
not.
couldn't,
It's
No?
not. I think Infamous would be number 5, and then it's hard for me. It's hard between that, and I really love Modern Warfare 2. So I think Infamous would be 5, and Call of Duty number 6. All right, I'll finish this race, and then we'll switch to another game.
So let's see, what do we have left of the launch games?
Tony Hawk.
Um, Blazing Angels, Tony Hawk.
That's the only 2 we have left.
Yeah. So,
We've actually managed to get through quite a lot of games here.
yeah, we did. So let's see, people are saying GTA 5,
Yeah, I need to
GTA
play
4,
that.
Red Dead Redemption.
Rockstar.
Do we see a pattern here?
I still need to play GTA 5 proper at home.
The Last of Us, Uncharted 3, Metal Gear Solid, Son of the Patriots.
The Metal Gear 4.
Enslaved. Alex to Life. We said you can write anything you want here, and he's the first one mentioning Enslaved.
Yeah.
That's enough for me to say, hey, you get a movie.
Is it?
Yeah. Yes, it is.
I didn't like Enslaved.
And I think, the story by Alex Garland was amazing, and it's just so underrated, this game.
I didn't like
Enslaved is a superb game.
Horrible game.
And we are ending this live stream right now.
It wasn't horrible. It wasn't something for me. But yeah, I hear a lot of people talking really well about that game. A lot of people seem to love it, and it didn't do as well as it may have deserved to do. So Alex to Life, you'll get
Alex to Life, you're getting Cloud Atlas.
You'll get a PM from Dory, and we'll ship you a film.
Let's see. Pornohiri. That's quite a name. It's saying Journey, Tokyo Jungle, Metal Gear Solid 4.
Give him. I think we should give him something, because Tokyo Jungle. That is. I haven't.
So now we're starting by saying say whatever you feel
listen,
like.
I haven't played that game. I want to try that, but I heard that's a little bit of obscure title to have in there. It's supposedly a very special game that I don't know, but that's different. I think that's cool.
So I think you can remember this name, Doi Pornohiri. He's getting a movie as well. He is getting Olympus Has Fallen.
What? Okay. Oh, you are under control with who we're giving what, so we're not promising the same film to 5 people.
See, a lot of people saying The Last of Us, of course. It's Dead Space. Dead Space. Okay, I was thinking 1 Enslaved, 2 Dead Space, 3. Okay, I was thinking he said Dead Space 3, and I was thinking, really?
I'm gonna go with the Blazing Angels now.
Yeah,
because I'm not good at Tony Hawk.
Red Dead Redemption, Battlefield Bad Company 2, Far Cry 3. Enslaved was just too short. Well, it was, but yes. As the next one is saying, yeah, Enslaved is very underrated.
By the way, I want to say we did an interview with Tony Hawk once at GDC, me and Bengt, and that's one of my favorite interviews of all time. He's such a nice guy.
Which
and
one did you say?
Tony Hawk.
Okay.
And it's just when you meet, I'm not a big skate guy or like been skateboarding and playing the Tony Hawk games, but it's just he's still like he was still like this famous dude and stuff, and just meeting him, and he was not a douche. You know, I'm so afraid when you meet guys that you like look up to, and he was so nice, and like he asked to take a picture with me and Bengt. Like, can I have a picture? He was like, yeah, that's okay.
You can,
And
since
he
you
was
asked.
just relaxing with the other guys and playing his own game that we were interviewing about.
That's
That was
cool.
the HD version of the Tony Hawk game that came out recently. That was so cool.
See, Branko P85. He's always in the chat. He's saying The Last of Us, Far Cry 3, and Heavenly Sword. I only remember there was one with the long red hair and a lot of fighting, and
I haven't
I
played it.
have forgotten all about that game since then. See, one of my greatest moments on PS3 was by far Infamous. Just loved the way that game was and with all his powers.
You can't
GTA
really,
5
you
was
can't
the
really
best game
argue
this-
with that.
GTA 5 was the best game this generation. I don't think so.
I haven't played it enough.
In
Like,
1939,
I think there's too little to do in it.
Yeah, in GTA 5?
Well, understand me, right? I mean, they put in a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
But I was able to travel for like 2 hours
Yeah.
without finding any Easter eggs or anything that was fun that made me, sort of get a reward for exploring. And that was just boring.
Okay.
I would have loved, more collectibles.
God, look at this.
lot more
Landing
stuff.
gear and everything. Do I really need to do that? Jesus, this is gonna be... This might
is
be
going
rough,
to be-
guys.
Oh,
I'm gonna try.
I
Oh,
know.
and motion... Oh.
Oh, you can use that in game controls. Go nuts. We need that. We need to be able to make more gifs of you going.
Yeah, if you didn't get it before. I actually played this on Wii, I remember.
Did Branko win something yesterday?
I think he did. I actually also... Alex to Life has also won in one of
Yeah,
his
you're
streams.
winning too much, guys. But then again, you're
no,
here
not
every
yesterday,
time.
but he won at something at some point.
Okay, we're giving Branko. What are we giving him? We're giving him bullet to the head. You're getting that one on Blu-ray.
Okay, what am I supposed to do something here?
And that's Branko. 80. What is
Shoot
it
there.
again? 85? 80 something? Yeah, P85. You're getting that one.
Okay, how do I do this? Game controls.
2 games left, and I think we're closing it now. So if you're sitting there thinking about the 3 best games, get typing, because in 15 seconds we'll just choose the last 2 guys to get a movie.
Next here. Where's the...
The best is that the PS3 is a Blu-ray player. Yes, actually, that is a very good point.
That was actually one of the main reasons I bought a PS3 originally.
Yeah.
Where's the like speed up? Okay, right stick.
Lilia Quest 89 is saying Uncharted, The Last of Us, and LA Noire.
What?
LA
Do I need
Noire.
to do this to like get it to? Jesus Christ!
Really? Are you sure?
Yeah, I need.
I
to do
need
that.
to sort of. That's a propeller sim.
I needed to start the propeller like that.
Yeah.
And now I just press forward to fly.
Ooh, a lot of bloom, blur,
Yeah,
motion
this does look
thingy.
great. This looks like a Wii game. All right, let's see here.
Might change when we get to
Whoa!
the city. Just try to fly over the small town there. Let's see the town over there. Let's see if,
Okay,
if
I'm
they
just gonna
actually
go up and then oh.
got some details on that one. I mean, at least it's not super flat like a lot of games from
Ah, but
back
this
then.
looks.
Doesn't look amazing.
No, we can agree on that.
Yeah.
Look at the skill here.
But yeah, today I would be less than impressed if I saw this on my iPad actually. So yeah.
Okay, I'm not supposed to shoot people. Okay. All right. Mission completed. Objective completed.
Take a look around. Beautiful, ain't it? Well.
Bring her in low if you want to see how many of them are night sleepers.
That's a hell of a way to make an
Oh, Lilia Quest. Are we giving? We're giving away a game for movie for Lilia Quest 89. Did you get that, Doy?
Which one?
Lilia Quest 89 and Branko P85. Okay, cool. And Lilia Quest, you're getting Cloud Atlas as well. I'm getting confused with all these cameras, but get it. And let's see, the last one goes to...
Did anybody pick anything like there was a little bit? We shouldn't pick weird. I was just I like when people pick something different.
Bladers set is saying, I never win. Stop whining. That won't get you anywhere, and it won't get you anything apart from this one movie.
Oh, did it work?
Yeah. Yeah, it worked. It worked, but it's the last time ever.
Yeah, okay.
And if you ever
Please
do
don't
that
do it.
again,
It doesn't
we
work.
won't accept it.
No.
It doesn't work. Bladers Z, you are getting movie as well.
You're a horrible teacher. This is not gonna work, but it works.
The next time, it won't work. Don't do it. Don't beg for prizes. If you ever say I never win, you won't ever
and we'll
win.
give everyone else a prize.
Yes. Hey, that's even worse. Congrats to 5 guys. We're going to make sure you get the movies.
As soon as possible.
Yeah.
I'll probably ship them out Thursday. Expect that. If you give us your address now, at least, so we can do that.
Yeah.
Oh, I
it's
finally
also
get
cool
to
that you
fire.
can play shooter games with a move controller attached to a PlayStation Move sharpshooter machine gun. Really? I don't know if I think it's cool.
I mean,
But
I
it's
don't.
there,
I don't
it's there.
prefer. Yeah, as long as it's an option,
Yeah.
I think it's fine.
I'm in general getting really tired of motion
Yeah, me
control
too.
and just controls that isn't necessary. They just need to cut it back to basics.
Yeah.
And then we can discuss it again when we get Oculus Rift.
Oh yeah.
This looks Lilia Quest 1, I think Cloud Atlas. Bladers got Olympus Has Fallen. We've got 7 minutes left.
Okay.
Should we take a look at the last game, because this is really
I'm actually
not
I get, and this was boring, but actually I've just gotten to the point now where I'm actually having fun.
Oh, you're having fun
Yeah,
now.
now I am. Now I get to shoot stuff. I'm just gonna shoot this one last enemy. Is that the ship? Yeah. No. Oh, it's the balloon there. Oh, am I gonna pull it off?
Go shoot!
Oh, epic ending!
Epic laggy ending.
All right, done. See if we have time for some Tony Hawk. I suck at Tony Hawk
Oh yeah,
games.
that was Tony Hawk. Yeah.
All right, so I guess it's not just fighting games.
So what do you think? I mean, when we look at all these launch games, which title do you think was the best one?
I had most fun playing that Genji game actually, but
That was quite
But
a
I don't think
surprise.
that will be for like many hours. I think that will wear off. Other than that, I would go Resistance or Call of Duty. Probably Resistance. I think it's a really good game.
Yeah, between Motorstorm,
And you can
Genji, Days of the Blade, Virtua Fighter 5, Call of Duty 3, Resistance Fall of Man, Ridge Racer 7, Tony Hawk's Project 8, and Blazing Angels. I was a big fan of the Tony Hawk games in the old days. And
But this is not one of those, like Tony
But
Hawk
it's
2
not,
and 3 and
exactly,
those, right?
Exactly. But I think, I think I have to agree with you on this one. Well, I think Genji actually looked quite interesting, but Resistance Fall of Man is still, I think, the best launch titles of these.
And you can
what
play
is it,
through
8
that
games to
whole
play,
game
9 games?
split screen co-op, which I did with my friend, and that was so much
Co-op,
fun.
split screen, huge plus.
So much
We
fun
need
doing that.
much more games with that. And again, that's one of the things that I would prefer Lego Marvel Superheroes for, because I was sitting there playing it co-op, and it's just a lot of more fun sitting in your couch playing co-op. I really enjoy stuff like that. I still remember Gears of War for the Xbox.
The original Xbox.
No,
360?
360, and I played the hell out of that game with a friend, and we're just sitting there. We weren't planning at all. I'm just saying, hey, there's co-op. Huh? You want to try? Yeah, sure. Let's let's play a bit on that. And suddenly, it was getting bright outside, and we're going like, what the hell? And it was 5 or 6 in the morning, and we're just going like, woohoo! We're young again. This is great, awesome. And I really enjoyed that, that feeling where just sitting there, we need to see the next stage, and you're getting really tired, but you just want to complete this game. And it was a lot of fun. I love co-op gaming.
Alright, let me hear top 3. Top 3 launching.
Top 3. Resistance Fall of Man.
Number 3 or 1?
Number 1.
Number 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I would probably end up saying Ridge Racer
as number 2?
7 as number 2.
Okay.
But then again, I'll do that, and then I'm going to be boring and say Motorstorm as well. For now, when I look at it now, holy crap, no. But I really thought it was a great game back then, and I think these 3 games are awesome picks.
Yeah, I pretty much agree. I would go. My number 3 would be Motorstorm. My number 2 would be Genji, and number 1 would be Resistance.
And I think Ridge Racer is really for nostalgic reasons. Just going,
I could go Ridge Racer as
playing
well.
that one track over and over on the PlayStation 1, and
yeah, I could totally go Ridge Racer as well, definitely. And that's the thing for me, is like I could go Call of Duty as well, but I think if you get one racer, one shooter, and then Genji, then you're pretty good.
That's true for variation. I would probably do the same mixes as you did there. Yeah, definitely.
And that's the same for me now with PS4. I'm probably gonna start out getting Call of Duty, and getting a maybe Need for Speed, and then wait for Drive Club later, and then something
so
like
Call of Duty compared to Battlefield.
Yeah, but I'm totally gonna play Killzone and Battlefield for sure. But I think to begin with, get a racer, get a shooter, Assassin's Creed and Resogun, then you're pretty good, I think. Am I getting an introduction on how to do stuff now? Am I actually playing?
No, I think
This
you're
is the
watching
boring
an
film.
awesome movie, but since it's
been
so long, you're actually looking at it and thinking it must be in game because
But it's also like,
not
what's
that
going on?
impressive
I can't
anymore.
skip it, and we have like 2 minutes left, so I think we're actually gonna
So actually, we can just finish off with
Mr. Tony Hawk.
Yeah. Well, we need to say all the usual stuff. Remember, you can subscribe to our printed magazine. You can go and get it for free as well. Where's that camera? Is it that one?
It's that one.
That
Right?
one. It's. And you can get us on iPad and Android, and you can get the smart app on the Samsung.
Samsung Smart TV.
Smart TV, yes. iPad Magazine, we did that, and well, we've got a lot of options, and of course you can read us online in 9 countries now.
All the websites. We're on YouTube if you want to see some videos.
Exactly.
And remember, Gamereactor Live every day, 4 till 6.
Every weekday.
Every weekday, true. We have some plans for Thursday. We're going to talk about that tomorrow, I think.
I think tomorrow was Mario.
Mario,
well.
Super Mario 3D World and Wii U tomorrow. But Thursday we have the normal stream, but we might have an extra stream. But I think we'll get some info out on that tomorrow. So Super Mario 3D World tomorrow. PlayStation 4 rest of the week is the plan. We'll see if it works out. But for sure, tune in every day at 4.
And I'm quite sure that in the coming weeks we're going to do a lot more next gen.
Yeah.
Simply
We're
because finally we get
that.
the technical details and sort of the embargoes lifted and stuff like that, so we're able to talk a bit more about a lot of the stuff here. So
and maybe we'll play some multiplayer with some of the
definitely
viewers.
Yeah, that could be great.
And I could say we also have plans to do Diablo, Reaper of Souls on Monday, so look forward to that. Rasmus is our resident Diablo expert and has played that at BlizzCon.
In general, he loves Blizzard, everything they do. So yeah.
So yeah, I think that's it for us, and well, I won't be here tomorrow, and I don't think you will either. But hopefully we'll see you.
I think
anyway.
it's Rasmus and Dora.
Yeah. So stay tuned tomorrow.
I'm picking up the controller.
Yeah.
I'm picking it up.
Because you also want to do
I just want to do this.
Yeah. And we're out.